All righty. Let's see what we can do tonight. Let's see what we can do tonight. See what happens. See who all comes in. Been a while. Showing I got one. Hey, Jake, what's going on? What you doing tonight? Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Jake, you want to come on up here with me? Hey, Tom. Tom or Jake, if either one of y'all want to come up, go ahead and click that link. Come on up here. Hang out with me. Well, Jake, y'all are out fishing? Y'all catch it? You're at the lake or y'all in the pond? Mark J, what's going on? How y'all doing tonight? Been a while since I've done a live stream. Figured I'd get back up here and do another one. See what's going on with everybody. Y'all at the lake. Y'all didn't do any good. Okay. What lake would that be, Jake? What's the closest lake y'all got? Would that be Kentucky? Kentucky Lake? Yeah. Yeah, it was a little off beat there. Ladies and gentlemen, Daddy Doug 365 is proud to present the one and the only Cornelius, aka Tom Keltage.
Hey, Matt.
What's going on, man?
Just trying to stay cool.
Dude,
It's
how hot is it?
91 and humid.
Oh,
And tomorrow, like I said in that message, it's supposed to be 97 tomorrow.
we're looking at 111 tomorrow.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
And no doubt I got to work in it probably 10, 12 hours tomorrow.
Yep, I got to work too.
Terrible.
Oh, it's today, last couple of days. I will tell you this, yesterday was nice. I stepped outside. I was off yesterday and had nothing. I mean, literally, I wasn't going to do nothing. I was just going to hang around the house, just mess around. I stepped outside. I wanted to go put on long pants. It was 59 degrees when I got up yesterday morning.
Holy cow.
And I was like, oh my, and it was cool all day.
Yeah.
All day long. And just the little cool front came through. And this morning I got up and I wish I'd had pants on, long pants. But it did warm up. So
I have 62 right now in my basement. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah, I saw that picture you sent me.
So cold down here, I got to cover up with a blanket, but yet I won't go outside to warm up.
Let's see here. Kathy just got done eating supper. Cool beans. Would y'all have good? Are you going to post it later, Kathy? I'll look at it on Facebook. I always know what people are eating this time of night. Everybody posts their meals up. Anti, what's going on, bro? Man, so what's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. We haven't had a chance to talk.
With me, or?
Yeah, with you. What's going on?
Just been busy with work and stuff, and it's always 10, 12 hours, so I really don't have a whole lot of time to do anything once in a while. And when it's hot like this, I don't feel like doing anything after work. Kyle here?
Kyle's here. Yeah.
I can't see
Cecilia's here. Hey, Cecilia. Kyle's here. Mark J. Larson's here.
I can see this. I got it streaming on my my TV, but I can't see the comments on my phone here.
Okay. Yeah, I have it. Of course, I got it on StreamYard, but I also have my iPad running. I got it on YouTube. I seem to get comments a lot faster on YouTube side.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll look over there to see if anybody's got anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got home fairly early from work today, and I messed around in the office here for a few minutes and went in there and sat down on the couch with Kitty, and I got sleepy, and I just said, hey, I'm going to go lay down. I went in the bed. I crashed for an hour. I just woke up. I mean, literally 15 minutes ago, I woke up.
Well, sometimes you just got to do that once in a while. My wife was that way too. She had an appointment, and when she was driving home, she said she had a hard time staying awake. It was like, just take a nap, you know? Just kick back and relax.
Yeah, we're going to Kathy's house to eat.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Tater salad. Yeah, I haven't been doing a whole lot of filming. The stuff that I've been putting up lately is like from 3 weeks ago. So now I got to figure out what I want to do sometime this week for a video on Saturday or something. I don't know. Or Sunday.
I tell you, this summer, it's not even officially summer until tomorrow?
Yeah.
But I've had a rough time trying to come up with getting videos out. I mean, it just seemed like every time I wanted to go do something, I had something else come up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have not even been. Well, take that back. I went semi fishing the other day.
I did that once.
I bought some crickets and I had a brim buster. And I flipped it over on a dock and just, if something bit, it bit. I just messed around. But I mean, I haven't been fishing yet. So
I went fishing once up in near Green Bay for walleyes when they were spawning. I caught I don't know, a handful. You can't keep them at that time. They got to be 28 inches or larger to keep them, and you can only keep one. So that was the first and last time I went fishing so far.
Yeah. Kyle said, where the what? Where the semis?
Semis?
I
don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Me either. Well, I've been kind of working on my little.
Oh, I went semi fishing. Oh, okay.
Semi fishing.
I didn't even know what I said. I said I went semi fishing. Kind of like going fishing, but not really.
Yeah.
So that's what he meant. Okay, I got it. All right, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're kind of starting to get settled in here in our house. Been working on my little man cave here.
I see that, man. You're doing good.
It's a lot of stuff I want to get done yet, but
go pan back around, pan to the other side. No, the other way. Keep going. Oh, there you go. The turkey fan. I got a turkey fan at the house or in my shed right now. I need to get mounted.
It's pretty easy. It's easy. I don't know if you ever done one before.
I've never done one. I've got it in borax right now, and pressed. The beard is in borax, but it's in the kind of like in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And I just need to go buy a board and board and go put it. I don't think about it until I go out in the shed, and I go, I got to get that done. And I get to doing something else. And then, then when I saw it, I got to go. That's what I got to go do.
I got to start getting things ready for trapping season. I saw that Boxy, he started working on his wax dirt for coyotes and stuff. And pretty soon that's going to be here too. And I'm going to be trying to scramble and getting stuff ready for that.
That's right, Anta. Oh, you say one thing wrong on here, boy, you'll get eat up the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Especially if Anti's in the house, boy, he'll nail you. It don't matter. But see, Kyle's he's been fishing. Good trip. It's about 50-50. Mark J says he's getting dirt ready too.
Yeah, I gotta look through, go to the website and figure out if I need any more things for trapping, and I need to get a good pair of waders that fit my leg.
M2 Outdoors, what's going on? Yeah.
Kind of hard to find waders for me.
You got to get stout too.
Yeah, well, I have it's called lymphedema in my leg. It's where it doesn't allow the fluid to come back out, so my leg's constantly swollen. So it's kind of hard putting on a pair of waders. One leg fits, but the other one doesn't. So kind of limited to land trapping, which is fine.
Yeah, I have what's known as Dunlap. my belly done lapped over my waist, so I have a hard time finding waders myself.
Yeah. It's hard to get rid of that, you know. It's hard to try to cut back, and is that I got a pretty good dad bod going, that's for sure.
Oh, I passed dad pod a long time ago. I'm in the Santa Claus bod. I mean, and and I love to eat. Good Lord, I love to eat. And I love to cook. And once Kitty got me this new smoker for my birthday, man, and I'm telling you right now, I smoked cream cheese the other day.
I saw that.
And I've had smoked cream cheese before, but I've never done it. And I did it, and I said, "Oh my gosh!" So every day I'm coming home going, "Hey, you want smoked cream cheese?" It only take me 2 hours. John Gunner Outdoors, how you doing?
My arteries are getting blocked just hearing about
thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of excited for y'all this year. I'm hoping I got something in the works. I've talked to you about it a little bit, and I've talked to Mark about it a little bit. But I'm probably going to upset an apple cart.
Oh, what?
I'm going to upset the apple cart.
Oh, okay.
I got a video I've been thinking about, and it's nothing bad on the trust me, it's nothing bad on the trappers. It's really nothing bad on anybody. It's just the way it's going to be worded. It's going to sound weird, but it's been something I have been. It's a video I've been working on for, I would say, 8 months, if not more.
Oh wow.
I don't have the video. I mean, I don't have any of the video. I just have it. I have it in my head, and I've got some stuff written down, points and stuff.
Yeah.
But it may shed a light to a lot of people. Is it
a good light?
Yeah, a good light. A really good. No, it's not a spoof or a parody this time, Kyle. No, I did the parody yesterday. It came out today. In search of.
Yeah.
That was a spur of the moment video for me the other day. I mean, it was just like all the stars aligned just right. And yeah, I said, "Ooh, I know what I can do with this now."
Yeah, that one I did yesterday, that uploaded yesterday with that morel mushroom.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list to watch.
I looked at it. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna tank bad. And only had like 10 views within 11 hours. It's like, oh great. One of these kind of videos again. And this morning at work, I looked. All of a sudden, the numbers were just flipping.
Really?
I didn't get I almost have 200 views on it, but I remember one of my videos, I don't know which one it was, but on my first break at work, it jumped from, I'll say 300 to 2,000 views in 3 hours. And then my second break, it jumped another 3,000. I'm like, oh my gosh. That was the biggest jump I've ever had.
I have yet to have anything like that at all. If I hit 100 in a week, I'm like, yes.
Right? Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, break that 100 views. 5 of them are mine. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's getting views, man. That's what I'm struggling with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really struggling with views. It's you know, we kind of talked about this the other day, you know, chatting and whatnot. And
yeah.
for me right now, dude, I mean, seriously, and I know it's not my time of the year. My time of the year is going to start in about mid-August. And that's when it'll start.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll roll probably good until about December, mid-December, early January. Then it'll go right back. At least that's what my analytics for the past 2 years have said. You know, so
yeah, I'm kind of hoping things start to get progressing more towards late summer and fall again.
Oh, Daniel, Living MN's here. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Daniel.
I'm kind of hoping. I really am. And I don't know what to, I mean. I don't know what to do. I mean, you sit there and watch those YouTube channels that try to help you out, you know, getting views and whatnot. It's constantly they bombard you with thumbnails and descriptions. And undoubtedly, I just don't know how to do a thumbnail because you know, I don't, you know, and then I look at the bigger channels that are in my niche and I'm like, well, what's so special about their thumbnail?
Yeah. What's different or
what is getting them with, you know, what is the deal here?
Yeah. Like Mark is saying, with summertime, a lot of people are outside. They're not sitting inside watching TV at all. So,
well, I was kind of hoping due to the gas prices, people would be inside more, but undoubtedly,
yeah, just cross our fingers, I guess, every time a video comes out. I know watching Living in, I cannot get that name straight. It's such a tongue twister.
Living
Living MN Outdoors and Cody's. It's amazing. Their fishing reports, they're always skyrocket.
Yep.
But I think everybody likes to fish one shape or form, but it's amazing that how those guys progressed with using fishing as their content.
Yeah.
Their niche.
Well, I thought I was about as simple as they come, Kyle. Undoubtedly, I'm not.
Yeah, right. I was just reading it.
Yeah. He thought it was so important he did it twice. Glad family, how you doing? So, I mean, what do you do? Like I said, the only thing I can think of is it's just for me, just for me, it's just not that time of the year.
Yeah.
But when it does become, hopefully, YouTube posted it twice. Okay. Hopefully, when that time comes, that I'll have enough videos. People will, jump on them and start watching them. Big Matt, what's up?
I was thinking the same thing too with the first year I was doing YouTube, that deer season. I ended up with 10,000 views on the opening day of deer hunting, and I didn't have one deer on video. I think it was all everyone clicking on it, watching for a little bit, and then leaving. but I just lost my train of thought where I was going to go with that.
That's all right.
I hate that. But yeah, it's still don't know where I'm going with it. It's been a long day.
I love this. Hang on a second. Oh. People like young, good-looking guys and gals with daddy's money fishing Florida's ponds and from the shore. Yep.
He might be onto something there.
Or girls wearing half shirts.
Yeah, that too. Clickbait. I know I'm not gonna be doing that.
That's what I ought to do. Is I ought to take my T-shirt and just cut all this, give some side meat coverage.
Yeah.
A little pork belly right here.
Yeah, I just see what Kyle put. Search terms. Yeah, I understand what that is, but yet I don't. I kind of try to come up with a title, and I kind of try to type it in and see how many similar titles there are, and I kind of tweak it a little bit and go from there. Like that morel mushroom that I found yesterday, I kind of all it was is a simple title, hunting morels. And I put AKA Waldo.
Yeah.
You'll understand when you watch it. It's a Where's Waldo kind of a thing, trying to find a mushroom. But so I think it's just as easy as that, just coming up with a big buck down that will have high competition. But opening day, buck in Wisconsin, 2022. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do a dare. Let's all do half shirt dad bod videos. Yeah, really.
The next YouTube challenge, huh?
Oh gosh.
That's a challenge I want for sure.
Hunting stuff with Jay John's here. Steve from Wyoming's here. How y'all doing? Come on in, grab a seat, grab your favorite drink, sit down, talk a while. Yeah, and so that's my thing. So I've kind of switched up. I mean, I started watching a YouTuber by the name of Roberto Blake.
Okay.
For those of y'all that know him, I really do suggest going watching his stuff. No offense to some of the other guys like Brian G. Johnson and them, but Roberto Blake, for whatever reason, I understand what he's saying better than he's basically saying the same thing that everybody else is saying, but he says it in a way that I'm really understanding it.
Yeah.
So
Robert, what is Roberto Blake?
Roberto Blake. Yep.
I'll have to look him up.
Wanda, how you doing? Scab's here. Scab, I need you to do me a favor, buddy. I need you to go on my About page, look up my email, and email me your phone number. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me, buddy? Small Water Charters is in the house. What's up, John?
Oh.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, so this September we're gonna be busy. We're always busy, it seems like, but my son is getting married in September, so it's gonna be kind of
that's the beginning of hunting season, man.
Yeah.
You didn't teach him any better?
Well, I can't say a whole lot because I got married in September too.
See,
But
I got married in August because it was too hot to fish and
yeah,
wasn't nothing yet to hunt. I mean, it was August 11th, and the deer season opens up August 15th. So I had 4 days to do the honeymoon, and then I could go deer hunting. So yeah, yeah.
so that
One of the guys I duck hunt with, they got married. He got married Thanksgiving week, and I'm like, dude, that's duck season.
up here, that's prime time gun season up for
Yeah,
deer
man,
around
it's
here.
duck season, man. You can't believe you're getting married during duck season. He's probably sneaking in here somewhere. Oh,
Someone mentioned deer hunt Wisconsin videos.
yeah,
Wow.
I saw
I
that.
got
Let me see.
John Gunner Outdoors. I got to look him up. Is he from Wisconsin?
I do not know.
He must be. I'll have to look him up.
Hang on, I'm trying to. Oh, there it is. That's what dark. Let's see. For example, big buck down. That will have high competition, but opening day buck in Wisconsin 2022 will have lower competition. It's
Meaning,
all about the description. It's all about the wording.
yeah,
Change it.
yeah, good.
Change the description. I mean, in 2 days I changed the thumbnail 3 times.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm kind of hoping. I think this is where I was going with a couple minutes ago, where I lost my train of thought with my videos that I have out now. Within the last 2 years, hopefully yeah, he's from La Crosse. Cool. I'm from Manitowoc County, John. But with the videos I have out now with hunting and stuff like that, I'm kind of hoping every year that I'll still get more views, but I hope it kind of picks up a little bit of momentum as the years progress. Like my deer hunting videos and rabbit hunting videos and things like that. So maybe I should change my description for my last deer hunting video.
I changed the thumbnail and the description on that video that I posted out here recently. The wood duck shotgun shells.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had it first at summer duck because that's what I call them, and I have that. That's what I call wood ducks or summer ducks.
Yeah.
And I had my customarily 10 or 15 views.
Right.
And I was talking to Cody. He says, "Man, change that thing from summer ducks to wood ducks," and I did it, and got over 100 views. I mean, so far on it. So,
well, there you go.
It was just all about the key word.
Yeah.
And I guess I gotta quit thinking about my South Carolina lingo,
Right.
what we call things, and go back into what everybody else, what the majority of the country calls it.
Yeah. Pretty much conforming to what everyone else does or calls it.
Yeah. All right, Scab. I'm probably going to give you a text, maybe later today or later this evening or tomorrow when I'm at work. Andrew Pritchard is here. How's it going? So, can you get a call out? I just called you out. I said hello. Let's see here. But yeah, I've got some ideas. I mean, there's some things that I'm gonna be working on, and but like I said, I've had this one video in mind for about 8 months. There's really not that. It's just something I need to focus in on and get it done. I just got to do it the right way, or I will upset a bunch of people.
I had an idea about one too. It's going to take a lot of B-roll. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been watching videos on it, but I need to. Well, it's kind of hard to get all kinds of B-roll when you got to work full time. You know,
Right.
it's some. I kind of have, like you said, I have it planned out in my head, but I gotta figure out a way to execute it and get the footage that I want, and just kind of compile everything into one big video, but obviously edit it and somehow try to make it flow. I don't want it a real long video because people's attention spans are minute. So I want to keep it to like a 7-minute video. So I don't know how it'll turn out if I pursue it or not.
Right.
I see that.
What in the world's going on? Anti saying so. I don't know what I must have missed something. All right, hang on. Go ahead and keep talking.
I'm just kind of reading the Tom. Yeah, like Lab Family Adventure said, they're shortening their videos too, and you know it's amazing how society is getting. You know that we're all impatient.
Yeah.
We want it now, want it now, want it now, want it now, kind of a thing. So if there is such a long video, it's like, oh man, I want to watch, but
Yeah.
I want to get to the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it. I'll be honest. I'll be transparent. It's like a good set. If there's a channel that's has like a 15-minute video that I've been watching for a while, I'll watch it. But if there's something that I type in that's 15 minutes long, like I've been doing a little bit of gardening, like tomatoes and stuff, if it's a 20-minute video, no, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching a 20-minute video on how to grow your tomatoes. Just give me the highlights of what you want or what I should do, and I'll be good.
Oh, goodness. All right, what's going on here? For some reason, I don't know what's going on, but I have lost all my chat on my StreamYard.
Really?
Yeah.
You said your moderators?
No, the chat, the regular chat. Okay, I just got it back now.
Tapping on buttons again. Just
no,
like
just all of a sudden it went away. don't know what's going on, but everybody chill. Everybody chill out. Have fun. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Yeah. Well, Matt, I would love to stay,
Okay, buddy.
but I'm gonna get my coffee ready, even though it's gonna be 97 degrees out tomorrow. But it's still gonna be nice and cool in the house, so coffee's still gonna taste good.
I'm dreading. It's supposed, like I said, it's supposed to be 111 tomorrow.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Lord have mercy, what's going on?
All right, Matt, you have a good week and stay cool. Don't melt away. All right.
All right, brother. Y'all take care.
Take care, everyone. See ya.
Have a good one, brother. Be good.
Enjoy the little things.
Yeah, always.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Okay. Let's see if I can figure something out real quick, y'all. Hang, give me 1 second. All right, maybe that'll settle some problems here. All right. So let's see here. Step away from you. I'll be back still. Okay, Glab. All right. John, take care. Sorry I missed a lot of chat there. Sometimes I get oh boy, that's one way to stir the pot. Anyway, let's see here. Scab, subject matter always plays into whether or not watching long vids or not. Just like Tom said, it's how it should be informative. Yeah, always needing something. Trying to keep them engaged. If you got those long videos, and that sometimes for me is the hardest thing I come up with. I start to talking about something which I find very interesting, and I hope some find it interesting, but the majority don't. And one of the things I learned from watching this guy by the name of Roberto Blake was it's not about you. It's not about the creator. It's about his audience and giving them what they want in the best way you can. So I've been trying to, play around there. And it is very hard. Screen breaks help a lot. Yeah, it's hard to make short video. That's why I think B-roll is so important. And y'all touched on it in the chat a little while ago, but that's why I think it's so important for those longer videos. Kind of to break it up and get their attention. Oh, what is this? And then go back. So, well, hey, what do I know? Yes, it is. You ever catch a carp on a red chatterbait? Wow. John, I can honestly say I've never caught a carp. Kyle, the only short that I ever got any traction on was one that when I trimmed up my beard. That was the only one. It was the only short that I ever did that got any traction. Yeah, Anti. It's supposed to be 111 tomorrow. That's what they were saying. It's first one artificial bait, and it bit the lure. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I've been with guys when they stuck them with arrows, but I've never caught one on a hook. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So no, Anti, they're calling for 97 tomorrow now, and they're saying 100 on Wednesday. That's what they're calling for now. That's what just came out. Yep, that's why when I go to work, I carry my cooler full of water and ice, and in my back seat of my truck, I have a case of water, cold water to drink when I need it, and the warmer water in my truck to pour over my head to help me cool off. Yeah, it was cool here too, John. Yesterday, I mean, it was nice yesterday. Well, that's cool, buddy. Oh, let's see here. Yo, Jeremy, what's happening, bro? Jan Phillips, what's happening? How you doing? Pork chops in the house. Yeah, yeah. There was. I mean, earlier today, I was looking at the weather earlier, and they were saying 100 degrees normal temp with a heat index of 110, 111. But now they've changed that to like mid 90s. So I'm assuming the heat index will be close to 100, along with the humidity that we get. Oh, it's going to be a sweater for tomorrow. I mean, I'm telling you. It's gonna be hot and nasty. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh, so what is everybody up to? I mean, I see videos and whatnot, but anybody got anything good planned coming up? I'm thinking about hitting the. I think me and my wife might be going to the beach Wednesday if things work out. Just go for the day, hang out. I'm trying to stay awake at the moment. I did that earlier, Jeremy. I got off work. I came home, did a few things around the house, and I laid down. Um, took about an hour's nap. John's hitting the range a lot. Work the labs from sunrise till it warms up and call it a day. I hear you, bub. Now we've been. I tell you what, I have seriously been considering here. For those of y'all that know my yellow lab, Gracie, she's getting worse. I mean, she's just old and had to retire a couple of years ago, and I'm not really sure how much longer, to be quite honest, how much longer she's got. But she's still family. But we are really considering getting a standard hunting poodle. I've been doing a lot of reading on them, watching a lot of videos on them. I've been reading a lot on them. I've always known that the hunting poodle was always a great retrieving dog. So we are really considering getting one. Possibility for next season. It all kind of depends. Yeah, there's standard poodles like you normally see, but they're not. But they come from hunting stock, so they, you know, they didn't have the hunting instinct bred out of them, and the breeders, all their poodles go through hunt test, certified hunt test, masters, a lot of masters in the hunt test and whatnot. But it's your standard poodle, so it's the big dog. The only thing that they can't do is they can't handle cold weather like a lab can. But they're, and I've owned labs my entire life, but I do know that they are they're smart. I mean, they're extremely smart. So it's something, and of course they're hyperallergenic. Yeah, now I'm not gonna flu mine up like that. I will keep it cut semi short, but it has to be a hunting. It has to come in from a hunting line. There's a lot of things I'm gonna have to do before I get one. It has to come from a hunting line. If it's mom and daddy didn't hunt, I don't want it. and I don't want white, and I don't want jet black. I want I guess the color would be considered red, but it looks like a chocolate. If that makes sense. Yeah, really. Yeah. um, Jen, I actually saw one in first time I ever saw a poodle hunting was in Arkansas, and it was probably in the I'd say the late 80s, early 90s, I would say. It was the first time I ever saw one, and it was a white poodle, and the guy was a snow goose hunter in Arkansas. He was a guide, and he had that poodle. And I'm gonna tell you right now, uh, that was a retrieving dog, buddy. That dog knew its business. And I've owned labs my entire life. I mean, that's all I've ever had. Yeah, we thought about a labradoodle, but doing the reading, the dogs need to be third generation. So if it's a third generation labradoodle, then it'll be a good hunting dog. Other than that, it, it they have a lot of problems. Yeah, my sister has a black poodle. Now it doesn't come from hunting stock, but that's a smart dog, dude. Yeah, that's the loyalty of a lab is something is awesome. That's why I like them so much. But I'm going to see. We're considering it. Um, we've we've all we've ever owned were labs, and then so as well as I do, if you have a lab in the house, all the hair that comes off of it. So I think that's one of the main reasons is to knock down that hair. It's all over the house. I mean, you can go out to eat and bring something home and open it up. It's in a package and you still got lab hair on it. I mean, you know how it is. Got my dog a wiener. You can probably put him on the ground. He'll hunt moles for you, Jeremy. I'll tell you, John, my yellow that I have now, Gracie. Now she is retired. Um, she's got bad arthritis, so she can't do anything. She can barely get up and down the steps. Um, that was probably, I'd say Gracie was my best dog. I've owned two yellows in the past, and the rest of them have been black. And out of all the dogs that I've owned, this one right here, Gracie, is by far the best dog I've ever had. Got 3 miles. Wife was quick to point it out. Yep. Yeah, like I said, we're considered the only other dogs, only other two dogs I would consider uh, would probably be a Boykin, just because of its size. I know they shed, but just because of the size. Um, but I'd either get. My wife doesn't want another lab, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get one. It just means she doesn't want one. So it'd be another lab, a poodle, or a Boykin. The only I wouldn't mind having a Brittany if we had more quail around here. I do know that they'll retrieve ducks, but I understand they will. I know they will. But if I had quail, if we had more quail in my area, I'd probably own a Brittany, just to have a dual dog. Plus, you got to admit something. I show up at a boat landing and a poodle gets out of the truck. You know some heads are going to be turning. It's going to be a wow factor if nothing else. Yeah, Jan, it does. I mean, she's family. I mean, by far she is family, and all of our dogs are. Right now we have two labs in the house. The younger of the labs. I mean, she's even getting older. Her name is Sadie, and um, she was never trained. I was overseas when they got her, and they didn't do anything with her. But I mean, she's family, and we got a little miniature beagle, and we haven't had her in just a couple years, I guess, and she's already like family. Pontoon Jody, what's going on? How you doing? All right, Cody, appreciate it, man. Welcome in. All righty. Hey, Jeremy, you want to push a button? Let's see here. All right. Kyle, you want to push a button? Go ahead. Well, that's what's going on. Not much. We're just sitting there. I haven't been on in a while. Thought I'd say, hey, let's see what's happening in the world tonight. I know that wow, man, that's terrible. Oh, I guarantee you, man, this heat wave that's going through and them ACs going down, that's why we always get our serviced about mid-spring. We call the guy to come and do ours, check it, make sure everything's running all right. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I even got a fan blowing tonight. Well, that's because y'all up in the far north. I mean, you way up there. Hey, Scab, are you still here? Never mind, got it. It just came in. Yeah, it's gonna be hot here too, Jeremy. Yeah, I was looking for your email, brother, but it just popped up. Okay, no, never mind. Let's make sure I got it before you left. It's supposed to get hot here too, starting tomorrow. It's gonna be in the hundreds. Just cool down just a little bit. The one good thing about teal season that I really enjoy is you're in the water, so if I get hot, I can just dunk. I don't care about getting wet. The only time during the duck season I don't care about getting wet. Jim, where are y'all at again? Remind me, where y'all at? What part of the country y'all in? Ain't that the truth, Steve? I mean, seriously, man, it gets above 80. They're looking for shade and AC. Oh, Lord. Southern Illinois. Okay. I'll be doing a little video on these here in the upcoming week or so, but check out what I got in the mail yesterday for teal season. And there's the end. Oh, that's funny, Steve. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, yeah, I picked up a dozen of those new blue wings. Well, they're not new. They've been out for quite some time, but from Lifetime. So they'll be added to my other decoys that I've got. Uh, oh, I can tell you already. I approve of them. I can tell you now. Um, these decoys. I mean, you can't tear them up. You know, you cannot tear them up. Um, I'll do a I'll have a video out on them here in a couple days or maybe next week. But um, these things you can shoot them, man. I mean, you can shoot these things. They're not going to sink. I They cost more than regular decoys. I got it. I understand it, but um, I can't tell you during early teal season. I can't tell you how many decoys I lose because the teal come into the decoys, and you're shooting them right above the water, and your pellets are hitting decoys and tearing them up. You know, these you can't sink them. You cannot sink them. No, it's not off topic, Jan. This is a duck hunting channel, man. Anything about ducks, that's perfectly fine here. Take your son on, he'll sink them. Listen, the only thing that I know, John, that could kill these decoys is a lab puppy. That's the only thing I know that could destroy one. Um, I put a load of number fives in one of them last season on some ducks that came in and lit in the decoys. Ain't got a problem with them, dude. Sound like baby rattles. I know. That's why I went to. That's why I went to these. They're made out of the same material that Crocs are made out of. The paint schemes are right on. The details in them are right on. And you can't sink them. You can flip them upside down because they're hollowed on the inside. Put it underwater, let them go, and they pop right back up. They cost. I will tell you right now, they're expensive, but they are. I'm in love with them. I've got mallards, black ducks, pintails, widgeon, and they have green wing and blue wing, and I got both of those. All right, Glad. Thanks for coming in. It's been a while since we've seen you. Glad y'all are doing okay up there. Tell everybody in your family I said hey. They're called lifetime decoys. Really? Yep, come on in all the time. Yeah, we're here. Well, I haven't been on. I've done a live in a while, but you come on. Hey, I got somebody in the basement. Hang on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Daddy Duck 365 proudly presents United States Marine Steven, aka Scab 876. What up?
What's going on, everybody?
Oh man, just trying to make a day out of it.
I hear you. I hear you. So I got a big question there, Matt.
Sure.
Getting started in the duck hunting.
Okay.
What do I need?
You need a shotgun that you can shoot steel. Well, you can get bismuth, but most of the guns nowadays you can shoot steel out of or bismuth. But get a shotgun that has a 3-shell capacity. That's it. It's got to have. It actually has to have a plug in it, so you can only have 3 shells. That's the number one. Number two, depending in because I know you're from North Carolina, you're going to need a pair of waders, and just unless you're going to be hunting from a road and pass shooting them as they fly over. But if you're getting in the water, you're going to need a pair of waders. So, and some camouflage. Don't go silly with a duck call. As a matter of fact, Friday you will see that video. Don't go silly with. I mean, it's not called that, but watch. I got a video to be out Friday for duck calls, okay. And a handful of decoys, and depending on where you're hunting, where you're going to be hunting at will depend on what species you need and how many you need.
Okay, because I've done duck hunting before. All right.
Yeah.
But it was up in northern Michigan, and it was miserable. It really turned me off of duck hunting.
Yeah.
It was just kind of one of those spur of the moment things where my father-in-law and his buddy, they love to go duck hunt because for some reason they like to sit out in about 10-degree weather being rained and sleeted on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too. I do too.
Each their own, weirdo.
Hey, yeah. I love it. But seriously, I mean, you don't need a lot of now. If you got somebody you can hunt with, your basic stuff. A good hunting coat, camouflaged. A pair of waders, a shotgun. You will need some kind of bag. Whether it be like a backpack type or a blind bag, to carry your stuff in.
Okay.
And again, it kind of really depends on how you're going to hunt too.
Well, I mean, you know as well as I do that up here in North Carolina, duck hunters are that's like the prime thing is to duck hunt.
Yeah. And
I know some folks that, I asked about, I'm like, all right, what do I really, really, really need in order to successfully duck hunt?
You really don't need a lot of stuff. Yeah. Hang on a minute. I gotta comment on this. Jan is 100% correct. True waterfowlers are touched in the head. Yes. Yeah. All right. So Jan, you gotta understand this part. Not only are just waterfowlers touched in the head, I myself am a Marine. I myself was a police officer. And I'm a duck hunter. I am 3 times touched really bad in the head.
Oh,
so, but yeah, you really, and it kind of depends, Stephen, what kind of hunting you're going to be doing. So if you're going to be hunting a small beaver swamp, I'm going to put that as an example. You're hunting a small beaver swamp where you're going to have a lot of wood ducks.
Yeah.
A lot of wood ducks. You're going to maybe catch some mallards. So I'm a firm believer that you can call wood ducks in with a wood duck call. I'm 100% on that. I've done videos on it. I stress it each time I do them. But you really don't need a duck call. I mean, you don't really need one. You need motion on the water.
Okay.
So for example, you go and you said, okay, I'm going to start duck hunting. Well, the number one thing is a gun, a jacket, and a pair of waders. You got to have those three things. A small bag to put your shells, coffee, thermos, snacks, that kind of stuff. You can use a backpack. You can use a camouflage back. It doesn't have to be camouflage. It just has to be a dark color. A small backpack to carry that stuff in. That's what you need. Now, if you want decoys and you're hunting a small beaver pond, get you a 6-pack. Get you 6 decoys and buy you a jerk string. And you attach 4 of those decoys to the jerk string and put the other 2 with lines on them on the outside of it, and just pull that jerk string, and that creates motion in water, moving water and motion on the water. And that in itself will, and as you start to fall in love with it more and more.
Whoa, don't go that far yet.
Oh, you will. You shoot. You go out there. I got a guy. He's now moving to Jacksonville, Florida, but he was from Kentucky. And 2 years ago, I was in Kentucky duck hunting, and this was his very first duck hunt. I mean, very first duck hunt ever. And because he went out and bought the shotgun, and he bought the high dollar waders and the $9,000 Sika coat, and I'm walking out there, with a beat up 16 gauge and, all my stuff. And well, anyway, long story short, he shot his first ducks, and he actually, on his day one, he shot a limit of wood ducks that morning. And it was the first ducks he's ever shot. A day doesn't go by that he doesn't call me or wants to know more about it, because he's eat up with it now. That's all he wants to do.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you've ever. I think you've been in a couple of my lives on product reviews or something of that nature. But I got a creek literally right in the back of the house.
Yeah. Hey, Tina.
And I get wood ducks. I get cull ducks. I get all kinds of ducks back there. So I might just start off jump shooting on them.
Yeah.
Got the shotgun. Already got waders. And if it's right behind the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Jump shooting. I mean, when you're talking, I do it all. So, I've jump shot ducks. I have eased up on them and shot them on the water. I don't care. I'm there to kill ducks. I mean, it's just that simple. So there's different styles is what I'm getting at. So you have your jump shooters, you have your pass shooters, and you have your decoy shooters. Now the decoy guys, the decoy shooters, they're the hardcore. Ducks have to be in the decoys backpedaling before they'll shoot. So there's a little bit of rivalry in between. I guess to relate it would be the difference between a headquarters pogue and infantry. It would be, the pogue would sit there and go, well, I went to boot camp. I know how to shoot my rifle. And the infantry's like, yeah, okay. So,
All right, let's not start that conversation. That's a whole different world. You know that. That's like saying a Hollywood Marine and a real Marine.
Oh, well, there is a difference. I don't have them in here. I'll show you. I was looking for my sunglasses. I got a pair. I still have a pair of the Buddy Holly sunglasses that I got when I had to go to San Diego for training. So I got them around here somewhere. I have to find them.
I don't doubt it, but you know as well as I do that's just going to start. And I'm not disagreeing with you about the difference. I'm just saying that's going to start conversations that we don't want to get into.
Am I going to set up a duck hunting challenge this year? No. Nope. I will not.
Hold on.
I ain't got enough ducks to challenge anybody with nothing.
I just saw. Hi, Monica. Sorry, I didn't see it earlier.
Hey, Monica. Yeah, so, I mean, in all seriousness, it all depends on what you want to do, how you want to hunt them, and how you're going to hunt them. But the three main things, a good gun, get you some good, if you're going to shoot steel shot, pattern your shotgun, because, I mean, you got to use non-toxic. So it's either steel, bismuth, or tungsten. And tungsten's way too expensive. And for someone who is starting out, I would say get steel shot. And, depending on what gauge gun you got, I'm going to assume it's a 12 gauge.
I got 12 and 20. So
yeah. Get you a box of each and pattern your gun on the chokes. Decoying ducks. If you're going to be shooting ducks over decoys, improved cylinder is fine. If you're going to be pass shooting, modified, now on my Browning, my 16 gauge Browning, it's a standard, and it has a full fixed choke. And I've been shooting for so long, I just know what to do with it, Yeah. And I shoot bismuth. Now, Boss Ammo. It's expensive. Good Lord, is it expensive. But I grew up shooting lead. And, I mean, that's when it was legal. And that's bismuth is the closest thing to me for lead.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, I grew up trapping, skeet shooting, and upland shooting, so.
Yeah. Are you having difficulty getting ammo? No. I'm having difficulty paying for ammo. I can get ammo. Even when everybody was saying how bad, when it was really bad, there's a guy in Wilmington, and I don't know if I still have his number or not. I got it somewhere in here, somewhere in my drawers. But he was always able to get ammo.
I heard of a guy down there that has like a small little factory or ammo factory or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what his. See if I still got his business card. No, I'll plug him. I don't care.
Good night almighty. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the neighborhood dogs are going about crazy outside. Must be a bear in the neighborhood or something.
No, I don't hear a thing.
Okay. I got neighbor's dog across the street going off. Another dog down the street going off. Dog going down the other way of the street. I don't know. Heard a deer or bear might have come in the neighborhood again.
Well, if I can't find the card, the video I did, well, I can't find the card now, but the video I did on the Palmetto State, the video that I did on the Sportsman's Classic in Columbia, South Carolina, has his information on it. You'd have to go back and watch the video again, of course, but
I think one of the guys that I know, he gets ammo from him. That's where I heard from him. So, but I know we got a new outdoor store, little small in a shopping mall here up the road, and me and my neighbor went in to get some upland loads because we had found a couple covey of quail, and we walked in and it wasn't nothing but waterfowl stuff. So we're like, okay.
oh man. Hold on.
Well, Jen, as far as the good guard dogs go, they talk a storm, but we've lost a few dogs in the neighborhood to major predators around here. So, yeah. Just
what? There's a question I want to ask you. What is the majority of your trapping? What is the majority of what you catch?
Ooh, it really varies from year to year, and it depends on what I'm trying to catch. Because okay, it's like when you go duck hunting. All right, you set up specifically in certain areas for wood duck, or you go to specific areas for mallard or geese, and you do certain things for those specific species, right? It's the same thing for us, but as far as trapping goes, we also try to keep an eye on the local environment. I mean, I have people coming up to me all year round saying, hey, I saw a coyote here. Hey, I saw a bunch of fox here. Oh, I've seen 20 this, 20 that. And based off of what we hear from other people, or at least I try to do it, is I will try to target whatever is in higher numbers to try to keep it in the balance.
Right.
The main go-to that you're always going to be able to catch, except in rare seasons like it was for me last year, is raccoon. And in a neighborhood or whatever, you can catch a couple hundred raccoon through a season, no problem, not even really trying. I try not. I can trap in my backyard and on my property. I have no problems doing that. I only do it when I encounter problems with raccoons or whatever. But the main properties I trap, I set out twice as many raccoon traps as I did the previous years, and I caught, I think, 6 all season.
Really?
I was trying to focus on them. I set up in different areas. I don't know if it was the weather, what it was. It is what it is. I know I had some pullouts. I had some that were unfortunately released by other people.
Yeah.
But this year I did good on otters.
Right.
Other years you might do better on coyotes. It really depends on the natural cycle of the animals.
Right.
So,
because being me as a duck hunter, all my trapping buddies are my friends, because I mean they're just that simple. Because you're catching egg eaters, and whether that's ducks or turkeys or even the bigger predators such as bobcats and coyotes, which will prey on deer. But when I hear somebody catching a lot of coons, I'm like, yep. If I hear them catching possums, I'm like, don't turn them loose. Yeah, I've heard the stories that they eat ticks and stuff. Okay, I got it, but I don't know if it's true or not. But catch them.
Okay, real quick on that whole possum thing for all the chat, just so that they know, and Mark can back me on this one. But that study that came out that was saying, they're tick eaters. That study was flawed severely and was made to make it look like they were tick eaters.
Yeah.
They literally had nothing else to eat but ticks.
And that's what they're going to eat.
Exactly. You know, and somebody else came out with another study, or they reviewed that study and came out with another study and said that a possum eats no more ticks on average than a dog cleaning itself. So that's a false study, and we need to get rid of that one.
I mean, I know that the fur on a possum is, I don't know what you can do with it. I mean, I personally don't know what you can do with it, but you know, we need checks and balances.
Yep.
You know, we just need checks and balances. And with trappers, you know, they're doing the checks on and the balances on predators. The more predators caught in the nesting areas benefits, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the waterfowl, because that's all, you know, that's what I focus on. And the more predators that are caught spring and even in the summer, if you're allowed to do that, helps the young. I mean, because they will feed on ducklings, and you know, I know that coons will. I know that, you know, foxes, you know, majority of the waterfowl that are hatched are usually hatched, and they did a study on this. They're up to a mile away from water, so they've got to traverse a mile by land before they can get to water. A lot of ducks nest that far away, so so you've got your natural predators. You know, you got your coons and your possums and your foxes, your bobcats, you know, mink, otters, you know, the whole 9 yards. And then when they hit water, they've got a whole nother dynamic.
Yep.
You know, when they hit the water. So, you know, my hats are, you know, I don't trap. I would love to. I barely have time to do what I do now. And it's, you know.
And that's perfectly understandable. You know, and one thing you touched on that a lot of people don't understand, and I had a comment on this on one of my videos literally a couple days ago about one of my otter videos. And the comment, I believe, was, you know what, hold on, I can go back and read the comment.
That's all right, just paraphrase it.
Oh, no, what it boiled down to was, oh, here it is right here. Otters are such kind, gentle animals. Why would you kill them? Makes no sense. Just my opinion.
Because they're like a cat.
Well, you know, I broke it down to him. I said, and I did it scientifically, and I did it as nicely as I could, because unfortunately we as trappers run into this all the time.
Right.
They see Nat Geo with otters floating in the sea, cracking shells on their belly.
And having fun.
Yeah. They don't see that otters contribute to more kills of nesting animals, more juvenile animals. They destroy fish populations. I've seen otters go after full-grown beaver.
Yeah.
You know, and the amount of damage otter populations can cause is unbelievable. And in fact, I'm hearing word of a study that's being conducted right now in North Carolina of how much otters affect the waterfowl population.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's one of those things that outdoorsmen always kind of knew, but I think they finally caught wind of it and said, you know, we might want to look into this, because they're saying that it's unbelievable. They tracked otters over an entire lake, and they weren't there the season before, and the waterfowl population is cut in half right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you know, you're 100. That's why, you know, I tell people, you know, trappers. I mean, they have this you're the check and balance on predators.
Mhm.
You know, if I'm turkey hunting and a coyote comes out, it's an opportunity. You know, that's all it is. This season, I didn't video this. Some couple of things I just didn't video, but this last turkey season, I killed 6 raccoons that were 6 to 7 feet away from me, and the thing is, I knew that they were gonna be getting on turkey nest, you know, and I blew my hunt because, you know, and I knew I had birds in the area, but I had to, you know, I made the decision and said, okay, I gotta shoot these things because, I mean, my brother-in-law who owns the property he now is considering buying traps and setting them out just because there doesn't go a day that he's not getting coons on trail cams, and he's getting 7 or 8 per trail cam, and he's got 15 trail cams in different locations.
And
you know it's not the same animals.
Oh, so. No. And this is what I tell a lot of people that, you know, that said, oh, well, trapping's kind of interesting. How do I get started? And it's simple. You can go to Tractor Supply, any farm store there is, and you can get a specific trap called a dog-proof trap. It is specifically meant for raccoons and possums. It will catch other things, so don't put it past that, but it's meant for it. And literally all you do is you tie it to a tree or you stake it in the ground, you fill it with bait, set it, stick in the ground, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
hang on one second. First time fishing adventures. I see that you came in and I see that you're leaving. Sorry, I didn't say hey earlier. If you're still here, take care of yourself, brother. There was somebody else that came in. I can't remember who it was now. I said hello to Monica. Oh, well, I can't. But anyway, so I love my trappers. I just that simple. I mean, you know, we need more. And you know, I was talking to Mark a while back, and you know, with the fur prices as low as it is, you know, so how do we? So, you know, the people that are in this chat right now we're all probably, you know, everybody, just about everybody in here is a YouTuber, and you know, heck, there ain't but 4 left, and you know, we're all YouTubers, and we're probably all subscribed to each other. But what I tell my friends out, you know, on the streets, you know, they you know, how are you doing? What, you know, who do we need to look at? And I'm like, watch trapping videos. And they're like, huh? And I said, watch them, dude. I said, support the trapper. The prices of fur is so low right now that the YouTuber, the content creator, the trapping content creator, he needs your help because they're going to do it regardless. I mean, they're going to do it regardless, but to continue putting out content, the support that you give them by watching their video is what drives them to do more. Because, I mean, you look at Mark. I mean, that old boy went out last year and just slayed the coyotes.
He did.
Every time a video popped up, I mean, I had, you know, I wanted to get into a roadrunner suit, you know, and just go beep beep everywhere because I knew he was going to catch a coyote that day, you know, and you know, it was awesome, dude. I mean, I was like, yeah, you know, there's another deer that just lived. There's another turkey that lived. Being from Illinois, he's probably got some ground nesting ducks somewhere in that area. You know, yes, you know, I was, you know.
Well, you know, I'll go one step further with just Mark himself. Illinois, right there, is a major flyway for all waterfowl.
Yeah.
And how many, you know, grown waterfowl do coyotes and everything else take when they just land for a rest?
Yeah.
So, you know, and one problem that not everybody understands as far as us trappers go, and I'm going to step out on a limb by doing this, but one, there is two different types of trappers, two main types.
Yeah.
You have your ones that are the old time, did it for the money, and that was really it kind of trappers. And then you have other ones such as Mark and I and pretty much all the YouTube trapping community that is sitting out here and trapping because we know the benefits on the predator population and the rest of the animal populations, and we love to trap. So yes, we are going to trap regardless of fur prices or whatever. But the next thing people in society and the outdoor communities don't understand is the cost of trapping.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand, non-trappers don't understand what it actually costs to go trapping nowadays. Okay, so you have your average trap. We'll say average price right now for traps is about $25 for an average trap.
Right.
A good one, not a big one, not a little one, just an average trap. How many traps do each trapper have? Well, it can vary, but a decent average number set out, you're looking at a dozen or more traps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hit right off the bat. You've got your bait costs. You've got your time sitting up and setting all those traps and everything else. Then people don't understand, we've got to go check those traps every day.
Right.
So that's gas to and from every day. And if you're anymore,
that's going up. And that's going up and up and up. And
exactly.
You know,
and like depending on how long your line is, I mean, I know one of my trap lines that I trap out in the Croatan, I measured it one day, and one way on the line is 5+ miles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting ridiculous now, but we're still going to do it.
Oh yeah.
What we need to do as a community, and we're not going to bump the fur prices up. It's just not going to happen. I have a theory, but I'm not going to go into this. But
right,
going to your local craft sales and seeing somebody that's got a fur booth or something of their home tanned, home sewn, or home kind of stuff, support it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know a state that doesn't have a trapping association.
Right.
I mean, South Carolina has one. I mean, I don't know of a state that doesn't have one. Now, whether they're good or not, I mean, that's beside the point. But what I'm getting at is every state has an association. And I'm not a landowner, but I do know landowners, and I get asked, a lot. These guys that say, "Hey, I've got this my turkey population's going down." Well, your turkey population's going down because your predators are up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having a huge problem in South Carolina because of that, and actually across the country.
Oh yeah.
And when your predator population goes up, you've got to get them in check. And there's only one cost-effective way to do that, and that's to trap them.
Yeah.
So I tell people, I got one business card left from the South Carolina Trappers Association. I grabbed a stack of them when I was there, and I hand them out to people. I say, call these guys. They'll know somebody in your area. If they're a member of the association, they'll know somebody, and they would love to come and trap your property.
I'll do you one better. In North Carolina, I know for a fact that it's this way. And in South Carolina, I looked, and I think y'all have pretty much the same thing. you can go on the South Carolina DNR website, and you can actually find the list of active licensed trappers.
Oh, the trappers.
Yeah. And I know we have that here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And just this past season, I got to know my conservation officer so well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nothing bad on my part, y'all.
I saw the videos.
Yeah. But the last interaction I had with the regional sergeant, I had to turn in an out of season otter. It was the first time he's ever had a trapper actually turn one in 15 plus years of being a conservation officer. But because of that, he is now going to recommend me to any farmer, any landowner, or whoever within the county that is having an issue.
Right. And that's good for you. And yeah.
I mean, I don't have my nuisance license, so I can't technically charge them for it. Which is, I don't do this to make a profit.
Yeah.
I do this because I know the benefits. Now, I am going to touch my little tiny theory real quick. And this is going to be a little awkward, so bear with me. But with all the gas prices and everything going up, and all of these countries,
I know where you're going.
Huh?
I know where you're going, and I've already thought of that.
Watch. This is gonna be weird here. So gas prices are going up. All these countries are trying to ban oil and ban all this stuff. What is the one thing that most people don't understand is made from oil? Nylon. Nylon, fabrics, all that kind of stuff. It is produced from oil, petroleum products. When that goes up and clothes go up, or God forbid, oil gets banned, what's going to be left to make people warm?
Yeah. Well, my theory on the gas prices is, and it's me because I just don't trust government anymore. But
well, we've worked for it,
we all know that they want our guns. They want them big time, and they know that they're not going to get them. I mean, they know that they know they're not going to get them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There's too many people. It's not going to happen. But if we make it so expensive that they can't go and do the sports, and one of the ways is doing that, it's a far fetched. I know I got it. I know people look at me like I'm nuts, but
I mean, I thought about the same thing.
Think about it. They, ammo, the prices of lead and it went up, and now it's coming back down. Bismuth, the metals, all this stuff. I mean, why in the world would they want steel shot? I mean, everybody knew that steel shot was the worst thing in the world, when it came out. It still is, still really not that great.
Okay,
but
on that steel shot,
they claimed it was, the ducks pick up the lead shot. A lot of ducks die from lead poisoning. Well, the only ducks out of 47 years that I've been duck hunting, the only ducks that I've ever seen die of lead poisoning is the ones I shot. So make it so expensive that they can't buy it.
Okay.
Make something so expensive that they can't go and do it, is what I'm getting at.
I fully agree and understand where you're coming from. I'm not really an argument against that. I think a lot of it has to do with that. But an argument on the steel shot side, okay, or against steel projectiles, I should say. That was backed by all the major firearm industries.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was because of two reasons. One, especially within shotguns, as well as I do, you put steel to steel, what's going to happen?
It's going to eat it up.
So what does that mean for the firearms industry?
The
People are
firemen,
more
they sell more guns.
more guns, more barrels, etc. So that's the main reason why they did that. And two, at the time that they were promoting it, there was an excess of steel in the nation. That was right before the steel industry collapsed in
Right.
Pennsylvania. So they were trying to push steel prices up to make guns more expensive. So real quick, I saw Jan asking about the dog-proof sets.
Yep. I saw that too.
Yeah, it's real simple. Anywhere you've seen a raccoon in a neighborhood or home environment, they're going to run along fences. They're going to run along the edge of some kind of water. They're going to run along the edge of a house. It's just a natural. It's like they are rodents. They're going to run along the edge of something as just instinct. Set there. And I see Mark, cat food. Yeah. Just a little bit of cat food right in the trap. Sprinkle a little bit outside. That'll bring him into the trap, get him used to it. I usually end up using a little bit of an anchovies or sardines. I'll put one inside the trap just for more odor that brings them in, because you got to realize most raccoons are 90% down on the edge of water banks looking for crustaceans and fish. So any one of those areas, literally just plop a dog proof right along the edge of something, and usually they will just end up finding it. So unless you were out on my line this past season out in the woods and I got 3 raccoons out of 18 traps. That was heartbreaking. It really was. So I caught more accidental raccoons on non-raccoon traps than I did raccoons on raccoon traps. That was.
So what kind of dog proofs do? I mean, I'm assuming they're different brands.
Yeah. As far as brand goes, there's a little bit of difference amongst brands. It's not overly major, okay, as far as the differences. And what it boils down to is in my opinion, a type of trap. Whatever, anti.
Yeah.
They're always a good snack when you're out on the trap line too, if you got some. Anyway, but so there's 3 types of dog-proof traps. You have your pull only, your push, and your push-pull. I prefer the pull only. There's less of a chance of a cat getting its paw up in there and dealing with, domesticated animals. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because it does, but it's a lot less likely to. I tend to prefer Duke dog proofs just because the price, the quality, I think is a lot better in my opinion. They come powder coated straight from the factory. I do have a couple of new dog proof traps that I got through Buckley's Trapping Supply in his mystery box that I'm going to try this year. Just tiny little variations, but they are pull only. So we'll see.
Yeah, because I mean, I have, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll give you a call tomorrow. I'm fixing to call this a night. It's going on 2 hours here, and I gotta leave about 4:00 in the morning to go to work.
Nah.
So, and I will give you a call. I got your number and whatnot, and I'll kind of fill you in on what I'm considering.
Okay.
And we're gonna go. Yeah, I'll have to talk to you tomorrow about it. But there's a lot of, I just in my world, the duck hunting world, I have two, I guess, passions. That number one is shooting over a moist hunting. I say shooting, but having a moist soil environment, or either hunting over rice, because rice is a moist soil plant versus growing corn and then in a pond and then flooding it, which I never understood. To me, that's just legalized baiting, but that's neither here or there. But hunting over moist soil and then trappers, if we could get both of that together and really push it, I'm going to have more ducks, and that's what I want. In the duck hunting world, that's what we want. So, it's interesting. I just wish I had the time. I really do. I wish that I could take, because the way my job, I may leave at 4:00 in the morning, I get home at 6:00 at night. There's no way I could run a trap line.
And I'll put this out there. It's amazing what you can accomplish
when you want to. I know.
No. What you can accomplish in trapping by running what's called a weekend line. Yeah. So you literally you go Friday night, you set the trap, check it Saturday and Sunday, and you either just leave the trap there, set off, or pull them until the next Friday.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys that do that on their hunt clubs, and they pull pretty good numbers as long as you know where to put it and when to put it.
Right.
So just throwing that out there.
But anyway,
Jan's saying currently don't have any dog proofs, just an old number 2 and 1.5 long springs. Do you have a favorite name brand? No, Jan, because I don't base things off of name brand, because a lot of my traps are Dukes, primarily for the cost. Are there better traps out there? Some of them are a lot better. Some of them are a lot worse. But for the cost and everything else, I do prefer Duke. Not to mention what Bill Duke himself does for the trapping community, as far as giving back to the trappers, supporting us and everything else. He sponsors, I think, 18 to 20 different trapping channels, and another trapping company does that. So are there quality issues with some of the traps that he makes? Some, but it's all relative. I know guys that buy nothing but Bridger. I know other guys that buy nothing but X name brand or whatever, and that's fine. That's all on them. That's their preference. I own Duke traps. I own I just got a whole bunch of different one-off traps, but I'm really starting to like what's called the no BS lure traps. They're just making some great traps, but the price is up there. So I own Bridgers. I own about everything you can think of. So,
well, I hate to do it. I could probably sit here and talk for another 2 hours, but I've got to go get in bed. Steven, I appreciate you coming up, man.
Anytime.
I do appreciate it. Everybody else who's left in the chat, I think Jan's already left. Guys, I appreciate y'all coming in. I'm hoping to start lives more regularly, probably starting next month as we get closer to duck season, and bringing guys up here and talking, about what we're talking about tonight, conservation stuff. This is what I wanted my channel to be a lot about. So,
and that's awesome. And I came up here wanting to talk about duck hunting because I'm not a big duck hunter. But you have pointed out the relationship that most outdoors people and trappers and fishermen, everybody should have.
Right. Exactly.
And people don't realize that.
But anyway, again, guys, thanks for coming in. Steven, thanks again for coming in. I'll get you up here again as soon as we can. But I'll give you a call tomorrow.
All right.
And probably around, is 9 o'clock too early?
9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll be up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Guys, I will see y'all next time. Y'all
All
have a good evening. Take care.
No problem, man. See y'all.
Bye-bye.